What's good, everybody? Welcome to Hove Views. Thank you for clicking on the thumbnail. My name is Corey, and today we're going to be talking about Masters of the Universe Revolution. So I watched Revolution as soon as it dropped. Let a few days pass to process it, and then got to typing in my review. I went back and I looked at some of the older videos that I did on Revelation that came out 2 years ago, and it just blew my mind at the fact that Revelation came out 2 years ago. I didn't think it had been that long since the entire internet gathered together to lose their minds on Kevin Smith and this Heman animated thing on Netflix, because it was a hell of a reaction, and my videos kind of focused on what that reaction was as opposed to how I felt about it. And I really thought that the 2 years ago show Revelation was actually really good, and so I feel pretty much the same way about Revolution. I watched all 5 of these episodes in one day. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very good, and just like I enjoyed Revelations and I wanted more, and then we got the part 2, I enjoyed Revolution and I thought that was very good, and I want more, and I don't know if we're gonna get a part 2. I guess the focus of this video is much less of a review and just more talking about why I feel like this recent one, Revolution, is actually better than Revelation, but not for the reasons that most people would probably say. One reason why I feel like this one is better than the last one is because we have more balance in this series, and I think it's balance across the board. So there's more balance in screen time when you have Teela and Heman. There's just more balance between those two. There's more balance between the training and backstory and drama, as opposed to the action and the fighting and all that stuff that happens. So it's just more balanced across the board, and I think that made it better than what we got in the last series helmed by Kevin Smith. One thing that makes Revolution much better than Revelation to me is the fact that there are no cliffhangers. So when we watched the older one, that one had the first 5 episodes and it was a massive cliffhanger, and there was a part 2. With this one, there's no cliffhanger. The story is complete, and that feels great. So whether we do get more, because there is a little bit of a tease, but it's not necessarily a cliffhanger. So if we get a part 2 of Revolution, I'd be fine with it. But if we don't get a part 2 of Revolution, and just there's a different title that comes years down the line, I'd be fine with that too, because this one was just set up right, and I really enjoyed seeing how it started, because it was clear, and then how it ended, clear. Little nugget for something in the future, but still clear ending. I like that. I think that makes everything better. And the last reason, I think one of the strongest reasons why this one is better than the last one, is that this one is a lot more clear when it comes to the storytelling. With Revelation, one thing that I will give to people in their complaints about Teela with Revelation was it's so focused on Teela. And as a He-Man fan, a person who saw the stuff in the 80s as a kid, you come in and Teela wasn't really on my radar. So we got so much Teela in the beginning of that first one. I was willing to go along with it because I was just, here for the story. And watching that thing flow, I was fine with it. But it was kind of unclear. I don't know, what are we doing and where are we going? Here with the Revolution, we see all of our backstory is already set up. So we know who our players are. We know what are the stakes and what are the circumstances that everybody finds themselves in. We know who Teela is and where she belongs. We know who He-Man is and where he belongs, how He-Man and Teela fit together, how all of our side characters, the Man-at-Arms and all those guys, where they fall. And so at the end of the first episode of this one, I know clearly this is what He-Man's gonna be doing. This is what Teela's gonna be doing. Let's go. And that's why I watched it nonstop. I just wanted to finish it all and see exactly where things would go. And as things happened, it was kind of predictable. But at the same time, it was better because it was clear. The path that I thought we would go on after watching one episode of setup was the path that we went on. And it felt good to see things unfold the way they did. I didn't think that they would resolve it all in the first 5 episodes. I thought that we would get a cliffhanger ending and then a part 2. But I think to the benefit of this show, we got a clear conclusion to this story. And even though you got nuggets for something that could be coming down the line, there's no guarantee and there's no need for it. If you never come back to it, or you come back to it in a year or 2, it's fine, because we have a conclusion in that story that you originally gave us with Revolution. Pretty damn good. It was very, very entertaining, nice, tight story. 5 episodes, you can knock it out in the evening. So let me know your thoughts if you've watched this newest He-Man from Kevin Smith, and do you want more? Because I want more. I don't need it because they gave us a full story, but if they choose to give us more, I'm willing to come back to the table. Let me know where you stand on all that in the comment section if you choose to do so. And that's all we got for this video, y'all. Enjoy yourself, guard your art, and go watch something good.